CapeCast.
Fiona 2, The Molting. Our story began last June when a 1 in 30 million yellow lobster showed up at Arnold's Lobster and Clam Bar in Eastham. Owner Nate Nickerson told us how he came by Fiona.
Nick, how did you come by this beauty?
Well, I was scuba diving off the coast here, and I was trying to evade sharks while I hid under a rock down in the very bottom of the ocean, and to avoid the sharks. And while down there, I noticed in a hole this bright, looked like a lobster that's already been cooked. So naturally, I kind of thought that might be a little rare. So I grabbed him, put him in my net, brought him up, and put him in the boat, and here he is in one of my tanks.
Okay, Nick, what's the real story?
My friend from Ipswich Shellfish told me he had a yellow lobster, and did I want it? And I said yes.
According to the Canadian newspaper The Guardian, Fiona was caught in the waters off Prince Edward Island. When the lobster-crazy gang at the Huntsman Marine Science Center in St. Andrews, New Brunswick heard about Fiona, they got going. Jim Cornall and another staff member drove a 20-hour round-trip lobster rescue mission to Eastham, where they picked up Fiona, brought her back across the border, and she now lives right there in St. Andrews. And Jim sent us this fabulous video postcard all the way from New Brunswick. He filmed Fiona this morning.
We're here in St. Andrews by the Sea in New Brunswick on the Bay of Fundy, right across from the coast of Maine. In the last month we've actually torn down our old aquarium, and we're about to start building a new $8 million discovery centre on the site, which is going to be a vast improvement for us, so you'll have to excuse our dust, because we're actually in the middle of constructing also a temporary aquarium so that we can open this year to the public. Our new Discovery Centre is going to include a 220-seat theatre, a lab, and, of course, a new aquarium. We brought her back, and a couple of months later we noticed that she was in berry, which means that she was holding eggs on her underside. And unfortunately, none of those eggs actually are going to make it to more rare lobsters, because last month she did something which is relatively unheard of at this time of year. She actually molted. When she molted, she changed colour a little bit. She's now a very bright orange, almost looking like a cooked lobster. But she is still in good condition and very happy, very feisty, definitely one of our feistier lobsters here in the aquarium. We reopen again to the public in a couple of weeks, and we're just glad that Fiona's here with all of the other rare lobsters like our bright blue lily, old blue, big DD, and all of the other creatures that we have here in the collection.
CapeCast.